sports coverage of the NFL brings us to uptown Charlotte and rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Buffalo Bills and the Carolina Panthers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They start the drive with Cook. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. They'll test the perimeter. But that time, they're up to the challenge.
Now on 4 down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Allen going to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. They started 11-0, then lost 5 and 6 and won in the first round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The Panthers at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of
8. Teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, it picks up the 1st down.
Now a quick slant as the throw is complete. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back in the wheels a little bit. Now go down for the touchdown. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
That one goes for 30 yards.
Pollard going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and 1. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
A big play here for Buffalo. 63 yards.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Second down and goal. Allen, he will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Here's Bass now to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back? And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Tony Pollard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run it again with Cook. And some room to roam now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can all...
Stephon Diggs! And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 70. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, ready? The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's only able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. It's the Chiefs out to an early lead over the Broncos. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. To throw, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, he does have a good leg, I'll give him that, but not that good. Not by a long shot. Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Pollard again. The solid stiff arm. And he's taken down inside the 30. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hope we'll get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On play action, Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing now is Allen. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They go play action here on first down. Connection made with Chenault. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to look deep for more. He's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Carolina. 55 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Pollard again. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This is taken way up at the 25. And they're able to return this all the way up to the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. This one caught by Davis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. For Marshall, that's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll run with Pollard. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Allen.
He's got Cook running his slant.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 26 and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. They'll run with Cook, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They try again with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Now they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Pollard breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Able to complete this to Chenault. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And that's to the 30. It'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. On second down, Cook. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Bills send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, first and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Let's go.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. So they came in here facing a very tall task going against the NFL's #1 ranked defense, but they got the job done. Charles, really an outstanding performance.
They certainly showed that they weren't going to be intimidated, didn't they? They took out the best